Number 1. People feel the pain of losing $100 about twice as strongly as the joy of gaining $100. Let's say you find $100 on the ground. A nice surprise, right? A moment of unexpected joy. Now imagine you lost $100. That sick feeling in your stomach. That pain is twice as powerful. This is loss aversion. Our brains are hardwired to prioritize avoiding losses over acquiring gains. It's a survival instinct. So the next time a financial decision feels emotional, take a breath. Recognize the bias and make a choice based on logic, not just fear. Number 2. Smart investors underperform average investors. Why? Because being smart often breeds overconfidence, the belief that you can outsmart the market. This leads to overtrading, chasing hot tips, and making risky bets based on complex models. The result? High fees, taxable gains, and ultimately lower returns. In contrast, the average investor often takes a simpler, more patient approach. By avoiding the temptation to overtrade and focusing on a long-term strategy, they often come out ahead. The data is clear. Overconfidence hurts your returns more than a lack of knowledge ever could. So, which investor are you? Let us know in the comments. Number 3. Your brain treats money like food or drugs. Gains can trigger overlapping dopamine circuits. That rush you feel? Dopamine. The brain's reward messenger designed for survival. Money pings it like sugar. Risk rants it like cocaine. Modern finance gamifies the hit. Confetti, alerts, instant bills. It keeps you chasing more. That high short circuits judgment. Overtrading, revenge bets, ignoring real goals. The crash hurts twice. Hack the chemistry. Write rules, add delays. Automate investing, limit notifications. Reward boring consistency, not adrenaline. Me is a stimulus. Mastery is a habit. Train the brain to chase progress, not the rush. Save, invest, repeat. Number 4. The stock market rises more often during wars than during peace. Sounds upside down? Once uncertainty gets priced, markets often find direction. Markets hate uncertainty more than bad news. After the initial shock, clarity reduces risk premia, and prices adjust upward. Prolonged peacetime limbo can weigh heavier than known gear. Takeaway. Price the unknown, not the headline. Context beats fear. Stay diversified. Number 5. Day traders lose money 90% of its going. The house isn't the casino, it's the market itself. Markets reward liquidity and got luck. Fees, spliffage, it spreads, quietly tax every click. Your opponent isn't a dealer, it's volatility, algorithms, your own emotions. 90% burnout chasing hot streaks. The 10% survive by managing risk, not chasing thrills. Before you quick buy, ask, what's my edge? If you can't fight it, the market is the house. Number 6. Banks don't lend out your deposits. Loans are created via accounting entries. When a bank approves a loan, it credits your deposit account and records a loan asset. 2 entries appear at once, a loan asset and a matching deposit liability. Deposits don't fund the loan up front. They're bank liabilities owed to customers. Banks worry about capital ratios, risk, get liquidity after issuing credit, not before. Understanding this helps you see how credit creates money and why myths persist. Number 7. ATMs are more profitable than many day branches. Convenience beats relationships in modern finance. Branches are costly. Rent, salaries, security, hours. ATMs run 24/7 with tiny overhead. More touch points mean more transactions. Put machines where people already are. Grocery stores, transit hubs, campuses. Revenue stacks from surcharges and interchange, while maintenance is predictable. Scale a network without hiring armies. In a top-first world, convenience beats relationships. People choose speed over small talk when moving money. Benches won't vanish, their roles evolve. Follow for more money myths debunked. Number 8. Negative interest rates actually exist. People have paid banks to hold their money. Sounds impossible? Below zero rates flipped finance. Saving could cost you. Borrowing sometimes that cheaper. In parts of Europe and Japan, central rates dipped below zero to push spending and fight stagnation. Banks passed costs on. Some savers saw balances shrink from fees instead of grow from interest. The idea, nudge money out of vaults and into the economy. Reward borrowing, penalize hoarding. Do you pay to save? Finance is stranger than fitting until it's policy. Number 9. A single spreadsheet error once wiped billions off markets. One typo cascaded through models and auto trades. Liquidity vanished in minutes. Finance runs on fragile systems. Spreadsheets and macros copy-paste links. Few are fully tested. One cell can be a single point of failure. Trust is built and broken in second. Double check the cell. Version control, peer review, slow down before you go live. Number 10. Companies can readily hide debt in plain sight. Stay to learn the telltale sign. Accounting rules do not equal economic reality. Labels change. Cash obligations no. Operating leases, supplier financing, and VIEs create commitments without the debt label. Follow the cash. Fixed payments, interest-like costs, covenants, and guarantees that constrain freedom. Either footnotes. Search for commitments, guarantees, variable interest entities, and reverse factoring. If it behaves like debt, treat it like debt. Number 11. Many profitable companies are actually cash poor. They show a profit on their books, but in reality, they're struggling to pay the bills. How is this possible? It comes down to the difference between profits and cash flow. Profits are based on accounting rules, not the actual movement of cash in and out of the business. A company can be profitable on paper while being unable to cover its day-to-day expenses, forcing it to sell assets or take on debt just to survive. Remember, in business, it's not about how much you've sold, but how much cash you've actually collected. Cash flow, it's king. Number 12. Corporate earnings are smoother than reality, on purpose. This is earnings management. A legal practice where companies use accounting tricks to hide volatility and present a deceptively stable profit trend. Think of it as a financial buffer. Companies store up profits from good years to artificially prop up their numbers in the bad ones. Why? A steady upward trend can make a company look less risky to investors, propping up its stock price. But it hides the true, riskier reality. So, the net perfectly steady earnings. Remember, what you're seeing might be a carefully crafted illusion. Dig deeper. Number 13. We spend more when paying with cards than cash. Why? Because the physical pain of handing over cash disappears when you just tap a card. This pain of payment is a real psychological trigger that keeps our spending in check. Without that pain, we're more likely to make impulse buys and spend more than we initially planned. For the next time you shop, try paying with cash. You might just be surprised by how it changes your habits. Number 14. Poor people are often better money managers than the rich. When every dollar is a choice between food and utilities, you learn to calculate the true cost of every decision. But when money is abundant, the value of a dollar becomes an abstraction. Carelessness creeps in. Scarcity forces a budget. It demands prioritization and fosters an intimate understanding of value. Wealth, paradoxically, can afford the luxury of financial illiteracy. It cushions the consequences of poor choices. Oh, who's the real expert? The one who has to be, or the one who can afford not to be? Food for thought. Number 15. Financial stress lowers IQ by up to 13 points. It's called mental bandwidth. Imagine your brain is a computer, and every financial worry is a program running in the background, draining your processing power. This poverty tax leaves less room for decision-making, self-control, and planning for the future. The good news: this isn't a permanent deficit. It's a temporary state caused by overwhelming circumstances. So next time you're struggling to focus, remember, it's not that you can't, it's that you're already carrying too much.